villi, and then you have these little deeper extensions. These would be your intestinal crypts of Lieberkühn. Also, as you go a little bit deeper into the submucosa, you see the Brunner's glands. So all these little cuboidal circular structures are Brunner's glands. And that's something you'll be looking for on your duodenal sections. Okay, the Brunner's glands, maybe some of the intestinal crypts as well. As we scroll over to the middle section, which is the jejunum, remember that the jejunum is the primary absorptive center. This is where most of the absorption takes place. So you're going to have these really long, finger-like villi, much longer than any of the other sections. So you can see the villi and how long they extend before you get down into the parts of the submucosa. So extensive, elongated villi, much more pronounced than the other two sections. Of course, if you go up to high power, you can see the columnar epithelium and goblet cells, the lamina propria in the villi. As you go down, you have some submucosa, and then your muscularis externa. That's about all you got here. The last section is the ileum. Now in the ileum you see some of the villi as well. But look at, there's a lot more goblet cells. You're getting more and more goblet cells. And if you want, and like I said before, you don't have to look at the large intestine, but if you want to look at your large intestine side, there's even more goblet cells than you're seeing here in the ileum. Okay, but you'll notice again, as you go from duodenum to jejunum to ileum, you get more and more and more goblet cells. As you go down into the mucosa, you notice this thick, dark, purplish structure. Some of them will be smaller just based on how they're cut, but these are large structures in the submucosa. These large structures are all your Peyer's patches. So these are your Peyer's patches, little lymph nodes in the submucosa that are there for housing white blood cells for protective functions. All right, so that's the other slide that you're going to be looking at tonight, the intestinal slide with the 3 sections. And make sure you can differentiate the 3 sections of the small intestine. And plus we have the diagram.